What is going on, everybody? It is great to have you with me. It is the Purple and Gold pregame show, week number 4. We ain't got a W. That's all going to change today, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to change today. The Vikings got a completely bad team. Sometimes it's just about getting that first one. That's like talking to you. Let's need to get that first one out the way. Then the rest of it comes after. Adam Theilen revenge game. Yeah, whatever. Adam Theilen has zero reason to be irritated with the right game and the shot field and offered him a reset. You know what? It's just going to be what it is. But that's all right. We got more important things to talk about in the Adam Theilen revenge game. Let's switch the banner up here. Hit that like button. You didn't hit that like button on the way in. Go hit the like. Like your feet up. Let's get some shout-outs before we get started here. First one in the building, T-Bass. If he's coming out hot and heavy, isn't just me, but I wouldn't mind losing and be forced to blow this team up. That's a conversation to be had later. Because I'm not quite there yet. Am I completely oblivious to it to say, no, we just need to win 3 games in a row. We can beat the Panthers and the Bears, and we can squeeze out a victory against Kansas City and be 3-3. Yeah, I'm not there either. But I'm not ready to go there this year. Now, lose this game, will I pretty much move on? We're not losing this game. It's still Mafia's in the building. I hope it's a convincing win. You know something? Here's a funny thing. We don't have many convincing wins with this regime. Yeah, okay, 23-6 over the Packers week 1 last year. Okay, that's pretty convincing. And the last game against the tanking Bears was convincing, but it was against the tanking Bears. Kevin O'Connor should blow somebody out. It's terrible, but I know what kind of team I want them to force. Again, there's some conversations to talk about, not today. What's up, Ryan? Ryan's in the house. What's going on? Good morning, Vikings Nation. Let's get more on. Well, yes. I was actually at my parents' house and the weekend was watching that game with my dad. It's like, who is this guy? Who's the guy who's going to go number 1? That's who he was. Brian is in the building. What's going on, Brian? Good to see you. Arms is in the building. What's going on, Arms? Thanks for coming on over. I appreciate it. Oh, it's still messed up. How about now? This is here. I got to get a new one of these things here because this shorts out every single time, and then it gets there. All right, tell me how it is now. Ladies and gentlemen. How is it now? It sounds like an AM radio station. That ain't good. That is certainly not good. All right. Checked it all out here. Got all the buttons pushed. How am I sounding now? There we go. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let me get back to these shout-outs and let me get started. Mike. McAndrews, what's going on? I appreciate you. Thanks for coming by, my friend. We are ready for a good win. Absolutely. Dan is in the building. What's up, Dan? Good to see you. Sodak is here. Skolin is here. Everybody here. We got Raymond in the building. We got Gil in the building. How about no? How about no loss today? Mateo's in the building. What's good? All right. I appreciate you guys letting me know that. Appreciate it. Vikings funeral. What's going on? Appreciate you. Sorry about that. Thanks for letting me know, though. Viking Gaming, what's going on? Joker Nation in the building. It looks like the Vikings start out with issues, but work it out. Well, we'll see. Now, before we get started, you know how I start my show. Oh, Skull for Life in the building. What's going on, Skull for Life? You know how the voice of a nation. I appreciate you, Zodak. I appreciate you. I'm going to start this one for T-Bass so that I know where my spot is. Y'all know how I start my show. I got to give some shout outs to all the people who have joined me in the building and shout outs to people around this country that made today possible. And that is, first and foremost, the active and veteran members of our military who sacrificed to give us all the freedoms that we enjoy each and every day in this country, to the brave men and women who serve as our police officers, firefighters, and EMS for in times of tragedy, run towards the danger to help the rest of us get away from it. To the doctors, nurses, surgeons, frontline workers, home health care providers, and anybody in the healthcare industry who take care of us when we need our help. Thank you so very, very kindly for the thankless work that each and every man and woman that I said in each and every category does for each and every member of this great country. Thank you so kindly. I do much appreciate it. Speaking of medical, shout out to Miss Mary Fisk. She's still in the hospital, but things are turning around a little bit here today. But she's still continuing to ask for your prayers and your thoughts. Everybody put a shout out for Mary. Pray for Mary or whatever you want. Whatever you want. I won't get into too many details, as again, that is her story to tell. But she still is in the hospital. She's in the hospital all weekend, but things turning around a little bit today. She did text me this morning to wish me good luck and that hopefully we get this W for the Vikings. Let's go over to inactives here real quick. And while I appreciate that comment, let me get that one down here. We got Lewis Seen inactive. Welcome to Bustville. I'm kind of done with this guy. Jaron Hall officially is inactive, but he's available as a third-string quarterback, emergency quarterback. Not much surprise on Nick Muse. Garrett Bradbury out. Great. Just great. Why'd we re-sign that guy? Why? I don't know. Kyrus Tonga, I had some high hopes for this guy, but unfortunately, he's inactive again. So, you know what? Jaquelin Roy, it's your show. Now go out there and show us something. We need to be better in this run game. A couple of notes on the Carolina Panthers. Miles Sanders is active today. So, Jaquelin Roy, you're going to have to step it up, man. You're going to have to step it up. But the Vikings did get an advantage, and I forgot the dude's name, so I'm going to get it here right now. Get this here. Hang tight with me, y'all. The Carolina Panthers starting strong safety. Xavier Woods. Yes, Xavier Woods, starting strong safety for the Panthers, inactive. That should be an advantage both in the run game and the passing game. So let's get it. Let's not monkey around with this team. This team is garbage. I mean, to a certain extent, so are we. But if you look at the 4-0-3 teams, we're clearly the best one. I know, hang a banner that you're the best 0-3 team of the four remaining, that you're better than Chicago, Denver, and Carolina. And I don't care that this game is on the road. You should beat this team. All you need to do is not turn the dang football over. You do that, you should win this game. Let me get back to y'all chats. Seen inactive. Don't even know why I went on. I appreciate you. When am I getting merch? You know what? I don't know yet, Patrick. You know, that's being a single dad, full-time job, and doing this. It's a time thing, and I also do podcasts for Vikings First and Skull. So it's a time thing to get all that squared away, but I'm working on it. Skull TYA is in the building. Hey, I got a post-game show tonight at 8 o'clock Central Time. Skull TYA and company will be over on Purple Rain 247 at about 9 o'clock. So after you come on by to see how me and Rap evaluate this game, go check those boys out as well. How many people in here trust Kwesi with the next draft? With the draft, I don't trust him. With free agents, I've given him a pass because he had no salary cap room. But at the same time, I don't know, Sodak. You're right. Shout out. We got a house call from the doctor. Good morning to you as well. We got a bunch of shout outs from Mary. Caesar's in the building. What's going on, Caesar? Good to see you. Morning. We lose and go 4-0. No discussion. Blow it up. Tank for Caleb. Yeah, I'd pretty much be getting there. Because you got Kansas City next week and you got San Francisco 2 weeks after that. So even if you did beat the Bears, heck, even if you beat Carolina and the Bears and you're 2-5 after 7 weeks, there's a conversation to be had there. But if you're 1-6, or dare I say 0-7, if this team loses to Carolina and Chicago, forget about it. Get well soon, Mary. Stay strong. We all pulling for you. Absolutely. I got a lot of for Marys in here, but y'all know that. There weren't many options. I get that, but Ryan says, I have military in the family. Dad is a dentist, Vietnam. Grandpa, dad. Father got a Purple Heart. Lost his iPad. Oh, man. Dang. Shout out to your dad, Rhino. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. That is terrible. How about no? Got to start playing with a lead. Yeah, how about that? Oh, was that D-Day? Okay, I feel you. I'm surprised Davin Poop isn't inactive. I'm going to get to him. But I like that I started this trend with Davin Poop. I heard T-Bass use Davin Poop on One Bar Luppagus on Horned Up on Wednesday. I might not be the trendsetter yet, but I at least got the Davin Poop thing going. If we lose by missing a field goal, it's actual cinema. You are correct. I can snap the ball and get knocked on my ass, and I'll take 2,000 a game. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Shout out to Ashley. Ashley in the building. What's going on, Ashley? I appreciate you. And you know what? Talking about getting merch, I'm going to have to talk to Ashley about that because she got them shirts going on. Ashley, email me, jday24@charter.net. I want to get one of those Flash jerseys, that purple Flash one. I want to get one. So hit me up with that. Hit me up. Shout out to Sodak in the building with the $9.99 super chat, and he put merch fund. All right. You got the first one to the merch fund. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so very much. Shout out Patrick in the building, adding to the merch fund with the $4.99 super chat. You know what? Adam forgot. For both of you guys, let me get this. Let's do that one again. Again. Why is Tonga benched? I think it was a hamstring injury, some injury of some sort. He wasn't able to go. Shout out to nephew JJ Vikings in the building. What's going on, nephew? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I agree with Ashley. Yeah, I do too. It's we can eliminate the super. That's the thing. If we can eliminate mistakes, we can beat another 0-3 team. Think about that for a second. Just think about that. But shout out to Ashley in the building. I appreciate the comment. I appreciate you. Shout out to my guy, Purple Pocket Podcast. Again, he and I will be going at 8 o'clock Central Time tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern for rap because only Eastern time zone matters. I love you, brother. I love you. You know I'm just messing with you. JJ, we need to win this game. Yeah, Flash Thompson is pretty much non-existent. You know what? We haven't seen a lot of splash plays on special teams, but we haven't given up much either. So I'll take that for what it is. Shout out Viking Gaming in the building. What's going on? What's going on? All right, time to get to some themes here because I don't want to go too long. And by the way, I'm going to be done my objective is to be done in the next 22 minutes because my ass got to make a beer run. I only got one beer left today, and I have a feeling I'm going to need more than one. All right, Adam Theilen revenge game. I mentioned this on the Thursday show. Last 2 games, 18 catches, 199 yards, 2 touchdowns. Adam Thielen is going to be severely motivated today, of course. You need to get to Bryce Young or Andy Dalton. Put it in the comments if it's been officially announced. It hadn't been yet by the time I went on the air. But I don't care which quarterback it is. And I don't care how much we struggle with backup quarterbacks. Regardless, Andy Dalton is 50 years old. You should have no problem getting to Andy Dalton. There is no reason that the Vikings should not have at least 4 sacks today if it's Dalton and at least 2 if it's Bryce Young. I'm just going to say this. Flores, I know you're working with subpar materials. Outside of Daniil Hunter, you have not much on the defensive line, and you're blitzing the heck out of the guys, which that's what I would be doing because you can't get any pressure with 4. Heck, you can barely get any pressure when you're blitzing. So keep on doing that. Get into Andy Dalton's face or get in the rookie's face. I made the prediction that I think Adam Thielen will go for at least 5 catches, probably about 60 yards plus, and I do think that they're going to do everything they can to get his ass in the end zone. If he does, he's going to do a gritty. He's going to look over at the Vikings bench. He's going to try and find JJ and say, yeah, brother, I still got it, and I still got your dance down. That's fine. Go ahead and let Thielen do that. But other than that, there should be nothing about this Carolina offense that should scare us in general. Now, one more time. Keep bringing the pressure. Oh, side note, Miles Sanders, there's top running back. He's available, and he is listed to play today. So, again, stop Miles Sanders right away and make Bryce Young or Andy Dalton beat you. Stop the run. Figure out a way. As I said, Jaquelin Roy, it's your show. Do not let these guys run all over you. It is that simple. You stop the run, you win this game. Shout out Davey Chains in the building. What's going on? I won't hit the panic button until we're 0-10. Appreciate the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. At 0-10, it's a little late to hit the panic button because the trade deadline is after week 8. So yeah, if you got 2 wins by the trade deadline, hit the panic button then. But Davey Chains is going down with the ship. That's all right. That's all right. I ain't mad at you for that. I ain't mad at you for that. Eastern time is trash. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's your time too. All right, Caesar, what do we got? We want to trade Kirk and the Jets don't want him anymore. Do you think San Francisco will be a good fit? Oh, yeah, San Francisco will be a great fit. Absolutely. San Francisco don't have a first-round pick because they got one more to pay off to Miami next year. But, yeah, if you can get a second this year or a second in 2024 and a first in 2025, and you can convince Kirk to do it, yes. Now, again, I will touch on this, and then I'm moving on because If we lose, then I'll start talking like this. I'll have a whole bunch tonight, a whole bunch tomorrow on Skull for Days. But yeah, in order to get Kirk to waive his no trade clause, you'd have to send him to a spot that's a competitor, a spot he wants to go, and a team that is willing to give him an extension right then and there. He's not going to go unless he already has his extension, and we'll just leave it at that. Joker Nation echoing some comments earlier. Yes, can we just dang dominate for once? You are correct. Shout out Dylan in the building. What's going on, Dylan? Thank you kindly for joining me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. I'd rather be. All right, let's move on here. Skull Bro 0-0. Come on, Rap. Come on, Rap. We are not doing no 0-17. If we're that bad, can we at least be 2-15 and get 2 wins over the Packers? Can we at least do that? Can we at least do that? Ashley said, oh, yeah. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. I want one of them shirts. And maybe once I get myself organized to get into the merch, maybe I can, maybe you can help me out with that, point me in the right direction. Or if you do that sort of thing on a bigger basis, absolutely be willing to work with you. But shout out to Shonda Bomb. They just don't have to go out there. They just have to go out there and whoop them hands. Yes, I totally agree. It really is that simple. It really is that simple. Adam won't do a gritty too much. And, I wouldn't find that to be classless. I would find that as to be, hey, that's a shout out to my guy who does that dance and who I did that dance with. But we'll see. We'll see. That was just my prediction. Scolger Soup in the building. It is do or die. Yeah, it was do or die last week. Now it's really do or die. Last week we were in critical but stable condition. This week we are on life support. I'm like the violin players on the Titanic. To hell with the sinking ship. I'm staying on. There you go. Viking funeral. We better not lose. You are correct. It would be so embarrassing to be one of the 2 0-4 teams. Because guess what? We're going to face Chicago in 2 weeks. And we're already putting Kansas City down for a loss. If Chicago hasn't won a game and then we lose to Chicago, we're the last team to get a win like the Detroit Lions were. Oh, gosh. No, we win in this game. Shout out to Zach in the building. What's going on, Zach? Zach says we got this. I certainly hope so. Appreciate you, Rap. Hit that like button. If you don't already subscribe, hit that subscribe button as well. And share this out on Twitter. Share this out on Facebook. Let's get this going here. All right. I got 17 minutes left. I got 2 more topics. If we lose, I'm going to have a lot of beer. You know what's Go for life? It should be that way anyway. If we lose, we're going to have to be drinking a lot. And if we win, we finally got a win. So let's have a few. 32 watching, 16. Like, yeah, I'll hit that like button, pretty please. Last game of Carolina, we had an interception on the first play of the game. Yeah, let's do that. Or a sack or something to get some momentum right off the bat. Now, if we do get an interception or a turnover on the first play of the game, offense, take the kill shot. Kirk, don't be checking it down. Take the kill shot. No, we would riot. We would riot if we did get the first pick and Kwesi traded down. I understand the analytics and the importance of amassing more picks. No, if we had the first pick, you taking Caleb Williams, you don't even think about that. You don't even think about that. You do not even think about that. I got my bottle of Hennessy. Yogi said he wanted to take a shot of what he's drinking for everything. Yeah, I heard that. Yogi's doing a live show, so go on over to Purple Rain 247. Again, that's Yogi. That's Tony Bell, and that's our guy, Skull TYA. And yeah, he said every time we're doing a 3 and out. Bite-sized Vikes, Johnny Football in the building. It is Kirktober. That's on my list. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Besides Caleb Williams, what other? Boy, I like Shedeur Sanders, but I think he needs another year. I don't mind Drake May. A lot of people say, well, he checks down too much, reminds me of Kirk. Nah, he does check down when it's necessary. And again, it was against my Gophers, but rolling out on the run through a 50-yard dime to the guy. So I like Drake May too. Kirktober. Here's the thing about Kirktober. Yeah. You know what? Let's just get on over here to it. Well, that's going to be my last one. O-line configuration for dang Skippy. Have they said if Dalton Reisner is starting? Because if he's not, then I am royally pissed. Because again, I said sign the guy in July, get him in here by the start of training camp so he's ready. Oh no, he wanted more money. I don't care. I don't care if he wanted a little more money. If you're going to be this competitive rebuild, then why not fix the one part of your offensive line that really needs help? The one part of your offense that really needs help. So again, I don't care if he starts at left guard or right guard. First off, it should be right guard. You should be benching Ed Ingram's ass. I given him the benefit of the doubt of the fact that he got in there too quick, but I'm going to say this one more time. Dalton Reisner better play today, and he for dang sure better be starting. And if he's not, then what the heck was the point? I want the quarterback joke arm from the program. You are correct. I would definitely take him. Bite size. Johnny says he kind of reminds me of Herbert. Yeah, I would take that. I would take that. I could have swore I saw on Twitter. Okay, all right, good. It's about daggone time. I forgot to cut the music back on. We need to get a little something in here besides my voice. I know I have to expand my repertoire of music. Just repeating over and over again, but there you go. Is Cam Akers playing today? Well, he's active, so I'm going to guess he's going to get some touches. I think he's going to get more some screen passes to him, maybe some jet sweeps, but I imagine he's going to get at least 5 to 10 touches. He is active today. And if he's not getting any touches, then again, what was the point? All right, last theme of the day, then I'm going to get up out of here. I got 13 minutes left. I'm going to keep telling myself, it is in fact Kirktober. To that I say, okay, that's all well and good, but, you know, being 14-5 in October is great. Rather he be 14-5 in December, and I'd rather him have some wins, more than one win for the Vikings, more than one win period in January, and heaven forbid a win in February. But alas, 52-59 on the passing yards, touchdowns 34-11 to interceptions, and a couple rushing touchdowns. This is it. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. If Kirk doesn't turn it up today, and let me be clear, when I say turn it up, I mean turn it up in crunch time. I mean when he has a 7-point lead in the middle to late part of the third quarter, make it a 14-point lead. The thing about Kirk Cousins is he gets so conservative when he has a lead because he's afraid of making a dumb mistake. That's what it is about Kirk, is his mentality. I've said it the entire time since 2019. It's in his head. So yes, we can talk about him leading the league in passing yards and being top 3 in every daggone category there is for quarterback, and that's great. But again, on a critical third down, make a play. Don't check it down to Alexander Madison 3 yards in front of you when you got JJ wide open 15 yards in front of you. And by the way, don't be waiting until the second quarter to throw the ball JJ's way. Now, I get it. That first drive, you will run the ball down the field, and then TJ Hawkinson fumbles, so I'll give him a little bit on that, and then the defense gave up a long time-consuming drive, so you only had 2 possessions in the first quarter. But you know what? If you didn't throw the ball to JJ on your first possession, and then your defense had a long-consuming drive, that first play should be going to JJ under no other circumstances should it be going to anybody else. So all I'm going to say is this, Kirktober, it is what it is. That's well and good. I would encourage people to look at the records of the teams we always play in October, because more than half of them are garbage teams. Like, for example, 2019, we played both the Jets and the Giants and the Washington football team, and they were all garbage. But I digress. The record is the record. The stats are the stats. That's what we do. We talk about Kirk stats. Well, today is the day that it's not just about stats. It's about stepping on somebody's throat. It's about putting a team away that is absolute garbage and not coming down to a last-second possession where you are hoping your defense gets a stop, or you're hoping that your offense is putting Greg Joseph in field goal range, or hoping to get a touchdown because you're down by 4 to 6 points. Today is about a statement game, a statement win, and a convincing win, a dominating win. Because otherwise, what do you got? Because here's the deal. Let's say the Vikings win by 3 touchdowns today. Oh, congratulations. You're now 1-3, and the only team you beat is a winless team. I'd rather have that, and I'd rather have it being a dominating victory than a close win, a close loss, or heaven forbid, a dominating loss. Because realistically, even if you win today, what does that get you? What does it really get you? I mean, I'd rather have a win. I want this team to get a win today. Let me get some shout outs here in the building. Then I'm going to get up out of here. Quick reset. If you didn't already do so, hit them like buttons. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button. I go live. Let me try that again. I go live tonight at 8 o'clock with my boy Rap from Purple Pocket Podcast to do the post-game show. We decided, you know what? Let's be the last one, or one of the last ones of the night. We got those big post-game shows. We got One Bar and Luppagus. We got Vikings First and Skull. We got Purple Daily, Climb in the Pocket. We go at 9 o'clock Eastern time, 8 o'clock Central time. And last week we had 100 people in the building. So come on tonight. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, Skull for Days, another one of my solo shows. Tuesday night, 6:30, with my compatriot Dave from Minnesota Sports Talk, and we are going to have the Mellow Show as our guest. That's right, the Mellow Show will be our guest Tuesday night. I do a halftime show during the Thursday night football game to start talking about the upcoming game. So come on and hit that subscribe button for me, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Rap with the $5 super chat. Love this community. See you all tonight. That is correct. That is correct. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's get these chats back up here. Who's rooting for the Bears today? Nobody. Absolutely nobody. Because if somehow, some way we lose and they win before us, hell no. I ain't rooting for the Bears today. I want the Bears to keep on losing. Now, if we do get to the point where we doing a fire sale, then I'll start cheering for the Bears to get a couple of wins so that they don't get Caleb Williams. Absolutely. I missed somebody earlier. Who did I miss? We got Jade Sports Talk in the building. Sports and Stars with Jade. What's up, Jade? Good to see you today. By the way, again, you got a couple of options today. You got Realistic Randy. You got Sports Stars with Jade. You've got Purple Rain 247. So I know of 3 watch parties today. Get on over to Sports and Stars with Jade. Get on over to Purple and Rain 247 because I'm going to be bouncing back and forth. I'm going to be in people's chats. You better believe that. You better believe that. Scold your soul, Kirktober, baby. Let's see if it's still true. I totally agree. A lot of hellos to Jade. What else we got in here? Like I said on Tuesday, he reminds me of somebody who has ADHD and almost goes blue steam to death and panics. There's something to be said there, Ryan. There's something to be said. So one thing about doing solos, when I'm on with Rap, I can just take a drink anytime I want to because he'll be carrying it for me. But Damar Hall is active today. All right, there we go. There we go. Shout out to Damar Hamlin. Shout out to him. Dan says, go, let's get this W. All right, prediction time, and then we're going to get up out of here. I've got the Vikings winning 27-21. I got Adam Theilen getting in the end zone once, and I've got Jordan Addison getting in the end zone twice. Adam Thielen's going to want to show his old team that, hey, I still got it, and the last 2 weeks weren't a fluke. Jordan Addison's going to be like, no. I'm going to show my team that it was the right decision to move on from you, despite the fact that you will go down in Minnesota folklore with Kevin McHale, Lindsey Whalen, Joe Mauer, Adam Thielen, homegrown talent that got to the pros. You know what, Adam? We appreciate your time, but your time is come and gone. Shout out to Two Evil Hope in the building and with the $5 super chat. I'm excited to receive the giveaway. Who do you honestly have winning? Well, just said it. There you go. Eric in the building. What's going on? Eric from New Mexico and Linda, his lovely wife. I appreciate you. Vikings lose today, KO. She should be on the hot seat. Well, I'm not ready to go that far. I am willing to say that KOC is, in my opinion, the number one reason we have started out 0-3. This team has been underprepared, has been completely undisciplined. You've lost 2 games at home. You've lost 3 games in a row, which is something he never did last year. And by the way, for everybody who says Kirk Cousins never lost 4 games in a row for the Minnesota Vikings, well, he's lost the first 3. And we did lose that playoff game last year. So technically, yes, he has. I said, yes, he has. I said, honestly, no, that's my honest opinion. 27-21. It should be like 38-10 is what it should be. But no, 27-21. Harm says shouldn't be on the hot side. It's not his fault. Well, some of it is, but you're right. The main things are not his fault. But he doesn't make very good in-game adjustments. He doesn't get on his defensive coordinator to make adjustments. He didn't last year with Donachelle, and he hasn't so far with Flores either. His in-game adjustments have a lot of work to be done. A lot of work to be done. Vikings Funeral says, yep, you nail it. All right, y'all. I was trying to keep it under 30 minutes. I'm at 29 and a half, so I made it today. Thank you kindly, everybody, for joining me. Hit those like buttons on the way out. If you don't already subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Come on back at 8 o'clock Central Time tonight for me and Ramp doing the post-game show. One way or the other, it's going to be spicy. Shout out Skull for Life. Barber is in the building right at the end, as always. But that's all right. That's all right. Just hit the rewind button. I appreciate you stopping by, Barbara. I appreciate you. But come on back tonight, 8 o'clock Central Time. It's going to be spicy either way. If they lose this game, it's going to be full-blown. Nobody is immune from criticism. And if we get this win, we'll try to convince ourselves that we can beat Kansas City and the Swifties. I seriously doubt it. But, yeah, KLC don't construct the roster. Quay should be scorching also. Well, again, I've made my comments on Kwesi as far as free agency. I don't like the Davenport move. I don't like the re-signing of Garrett Bradbury, but he was under a lot of constraints. But you're right. His drafting has been piss poor at best. Piss poor at best. His first draft, we're pretty much done with it, other than Asamoah, who got beat out by Ivan Pace. Second draft, okay. Yeah, you got Jordan Addison, you got Ivan Pace. So we'll see on the drafting. But again, the trading down from 12 to 32 and not getting one of Detroit's first round picks this year, he did not get enough in that trade. So I got to give him a little, what's the word? I got to pile on for that. Great show. Thank you for everything. I appreciate you. Hey, shout out Skull TYA. At some point, he's going to get his own channel. So he'll come on my show. We'll get that kicked off. So keep your eyes open for our guy, Skull TYA, as well. If they lose, hide the women and children. Yeah, there's right. Shout out to Derek in the building. I was about to get out of here, but I'm glad you made it, Derek. Get you shouted out here. I think it's the first time I've seen you, man. So first time for Derek. Everybody say hello to Derek in the building for the first time. Hit them like buttons, y'all, on the way out. Hit that subscribe button. Y'all know the drill. Speaking of which, thank you, Skull Mafia. I heard Akers was warming up with the first team right now. Oh, really? Okay. That would be interesting. You know what? I did say 11:45, so I got 3 minutes left. Put your comments in about what your final score prediction in. Ryan beat me to the punch. He's got 31-21 Vikings. I would take that. But put your comments in about your score prediction as we get up out of here, as I finish off my morning coffee in my Vikings mug. Thanks to Joker for shouting out Derek. I appreciate you. But yeah, I'm not willing to say that I'm not pulling for losses. I don't pull for losses, especially against Green Bay. Under no circumstances, I don't care if the first pick was on the line. You don't lose to Green Bay. But other than that, if you lose today, it's pretty much Katie bar the door. It's Katie bar the door at that point. 0-4, looking at 1-6 at best going into after 7 weeks. Yeah. All right, so we got some predictions in here. Skull Too Evil says 24-21 Vikings. Mr. 0-17 actually has the Vikings winning. I appreciate you, Evil. Skull for Life has got 27-23. I'll take it. Gil says we win ugly, a comeback win. Ugh. Last year's team was worth sitting through all those heart attacks. This year's team isn't. We got to get a convincing one. Barber says 30-17. By the way, legit pregame show. I come over here, the Fox pregame show. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, Dylan. I appreciate you. That really does mean a lot, and that really does humble me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to make my beer run. And luckily, the liquor store is only 3 minutes away. Right at the very end, we got 27-20 for the purple. Skull Mafia's got the Vikings 38-17. Shout out to my guy Dave in the building. What's going on? Hey, right at the 2-minute warning tonight, go on over to Vikings First and Skull, where we got Dave, we got Tyler, and I forget our gentleman's name who does the post-game show from Germany. I candidly am not sure if I'm going to be on their post-game show tonight. It really kind of depends on how the game goes. If they blow a game, yeah, I'll be on that show. But in all seriousness, because I haven't texted Dave yet, so he's probably going to text me, hey, Justin, you coming on today? I don't know. Depends on what me and my daughter are doing. It's daddy-daughter day today as well. So shout out to Dave. And again, Vikings First and Skull. Go on over there. Give those guys a sub if you haven't subbed them already as well. All right, y'all. I got 31 people in the building, so I got 31 thank yous to say. I appreciate you guys as always. Skull Vikes, to the next episode. Let's get this W. Because boy, oh boy, it's going to be a mess if they take a L today. It's going to be an absolute mess. Thanks again for joining, everybody. Enjoy the game. Again, see you on all the post-game shows over on First and Skull, live at the 2-minute warning, and on Rapping for Days at 8 o'clock Central Time tonight on my channel. Thank you kindly. Skull Vikes.